I did find out where the tape thing was. Not my own, but yeah. Got it. Nightmare, frick boy, glitch trap. Go frick yourself. Yes, here it is. I'm not gonna act like I don't know what the tape room is, but I certainly haven't even read the tapes yet. Read number 1.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Don't exit this room, okay? This isn't a mistake. This room isn't a mistake. I had to hide these logs away from the core gameplay files, in a place that only a beta tester would look, and in a place where the files could be protected. I just really, really hope that the next development team finds this before the game is released to the public. This game has some kind of malicious code in it that we haven't been able to fully contain or even understand for that matter. We're over budget and out of time. But that's not the reason that we're shutting down. Listen, I have to keep this short so the file size will be small enough to fly under the radar. There are more. They may not be in order.
Okay. I haven't read the tapes, but I've known they were here.
I saw it for the first time today. There was a character I couldn't make out who it was, standing at the end of the hall. I thought it was just bugged out, so I made a note of it and kept playing. But then it was looking in the window, and not like or Bonnie would. It's like it was actually looking in the window, seeing what I was doing.
Could the person, what is blowing me up? What is blowing me up? I'm trying to discover secrets here. Come on.
I heard a pretty heated conversation this morning between
Boink. I'm joking. Come on.
I heard a pretty heated conversation this morning between Dale, our manager, and someone else on the line. It really feels like this project is in trouble. In no small part because of the lawsuit, I'm sure. There has to be a lawsuit. There's no way there isn't. It happened in this building just a few doors down from me. I think it's made worse by the fact that Jeremy tried to tell us something was wrong. But as a dev team, we all just saw it as a challenge to find what the problem was and fix it. Who could have known that? I have to go. Have you ever heard of a guillotine paper slicer? It sounds made up, but it's an actual piece of office equipment. I didn't even know we had one in the supply room. I guess they're more common at businesses that do a lot of graphic design work. I remember seeing one when I was still in school, and even then, I knew how dangerous it looked. I was always afraid of losing a finger. That seems so silly now. Jeremy used to do design work. I guess that's how he knew it was there. The drawers have been emptied out.
Wait, was this...
Someone was here.
Was it tape 4? Shut up, hold on. Was this one tape 4?
Have you ever heard of a...
Yes, it was. Okay, tape 5.
The drawers have been emptied out. Someone was here. I don't think it was spring cleaning either. No. There was plastic on the floor.
What?
Someone was definitely here during the night. It had to have been Lion. I mean, they sent us that stuff in the first place with no explanation. Told us to scan it. Said it would expedite the process so we wouldn't need to program any pathfinding ourselves. It was a budget.
Could the
I guess. It was just junk. Circuit boards and things like that. Looked pretty old. Somehow, though, there was usable code on some of it. It seemed to take hold by itself. Things started changing. But then, he started appearing. At least that's what Jeremy said.
What the frick is going on with the fricking ba-ding ding, ba-ding ding? Go frick yourself, ba-ding ding. You done, mother? Maybe this will help it. podcast shut the frick up? On air, not on air, on air, not on air, on air, not on air. What's it gonna be? Oh, just a random ding 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 ding. Go frick yourself, PlayStation. Sony can't operate frickin' anything in the world because they suck sometimes. Sorry, I'm just waiting for the retarded thing to freaking stop.
I came in early that morning. No one else was there. At least that's what I thought. The supply room was lit. I didn't even notice Jeremy standing in the testing room as I walked past. The supply room was so bright, glowing from all the way down the hall. Jeremy complained of nightmares when he came in this morning. He wasn't talking about it like someone telling a friend about his dreams, though. He was pale. Looked like he hadn't eaten in days. He spent an hour talking in Dale's office, but it didn't look like he was given much sympathy. When he came out, he went directly back to the testing room. He doesn't even jump anymore. Nothing scares him. He just stands there like he's talking to someone. Sometimes he rocks from side to side. We were told to leave him alone. I knew I was in line to do the testing next. They'd been prepping me for it. I guess they knew that Jeremy would need to be replaced soon.
Replaced. It sounds familiar.
Jeremy complained of nightmares when he came in this morning. He wasn't talking about it like someone telling...
Oh, sorry, that was the same one.
You can always tell when a company is getting ready to fire someone. They start giving out written warnings for silly things, making sure to build a paper trail and make a case for a firing. Things that normally no one would care about suddenly become grave offenses, all worthy of being written and documented. I guess it works two ways, because it also encourages a person to quit rather than be scrutinized so heavily. I think Jeremy was too far gone to consider that option, though. The thing about it is that I don't think they were going to fire him because of anything he was doing wrong. They just knew he'd seen something. They needed to discredit him.
Okay.
There was something that looked like a Halloween mask laying on the floor. I didn't understand. Ink must have spilled. It was only then that I heard a shuffle from the testing room and realized Jeremy must be there. I went back and peered in the window. I couldn't see his face. He had the visor covering his head. He had ink spilled on himself as well. The front of his shirt looked black in the dark room. He turned his head in my direction, but I don't think he knew I was there.
Okay, that tape's irrelevant. Actually, it's relevant, not irrelevant. It's very relevant because on the game theorists, they knew that some...
You're doing a great job, and no doubt having a great time as well. As a reminder, please be sure to only interact with core gameplay elements and avoid anything that could potentially be considered a glitch, mistake, or embedded message from unauthorized personnel.
What the frick is that then? Let's get out of your glitch trap. Okay, as I was saying, with tape number 9, that's not ink and that's not a Halloween mask. Jeremy slit open his skin with what I'm about to do. What? Not again! Tape 5.
The drawers have been...
No. Tape 6.
Jeremy complained of nightmares when he came in.
Oh, why
he wasn't
are
talking
you
about
here?
It like someone telling a friend about his dreams, though. He was...
Shut the frick up.
I came in early that morning. No one else was there. At least that's what I thought.
Why are you...
The supply room was lit. I didn't even notice Jeremy standing in the testing... The drawers have been emptied out. Someone was here. Have you ever heard of a guillotine paper slicer? It sounds
the guillotine paper slicer. So basically, I know what happened. The game theorists said that that's not ink. That's Jeremy's blood, and on the ground is Jeremy's face. With the guillotine paper slicer, he slit his own face off, and died later of injuries they predicted. And that seems really true. I actually genuinely believe that's what happened. People try to consider this not a game in the 7 FNAF game timeline. It is entirely a game. Okay, so that will do. Goodbye.